Got questions about your books? Let's ask the HPB Buy Guy.
Hi, Steve Leach, HPB Buy Guy here. We all know that a first edition by Woodhouse is likely to be worth some money, and students know how expensive a current textbook can be. But what about a nondescript book on gear drive systems or rug making techniques? By far, most old books are just old. They've outlasted their usefulness and they have very little value or appeal. Even most odd and niche books aren't much more than that. Unusual, but unwanted, unloved, without value. However, there are some books out there you can't judge by just looking at their covers. They look plain, dry, and dull, and you wonder who in the world would want that? Well, for the right book, there are people who will pay big money. The internet has exposed a huge mass of books to a great many people, causing the prices of most used books to drop sharply. On the other hand, it's caused a sharp rise in the price of many extremely unusual books. There may only be 5 people in the whole world looking for a 1949 book on dental gold structures, but now it's just a few clicks away, and the bidding war has begun. So let's have a little show and tell of books that don't look like much, but have sold for $50, $100, or even more. First, here's a book whose cover looks very plain and whose title, Tray of Sevens, meant nothing to me. But when I opened the cover, there's a map drawn on the end papers. World War II, European theater. It was published right after the war by a small Dallas publisher, so it's Texana, and the photos in the book show that it's about an African-American unit in the war. And it was written by one of the unit members, and he signed the book. Clearly, this is a book whose beauty is beneath the surface, and it has more value than first appeared. What about science and technical books? Some of the highly technical books in this category can stand the test of time, maintaining substantial value many years after they're written. Vibrations of Soils and Foundations, written nearly half a century ago, still worth a pretty penny. Same for this math book from 1986. Now I know we have quite a few gamers out there, and Dungeons & Dragons war games and much of the other role-playing material from the 70s to the 90s still in demand. Here's one, Cyberpunk. It's over 20 years old, but can still fetch a pretty good price. Early video game players' guides are often sought after as well. And then there's the unexpected hobby books. There's glass blowing, rocketry, trains, both model trains and the real ones, poker, puppetry. Some of these are quite coveted, and some craft books often fall into this hidden treasure category too. Now, what could be more dull than old business books from the 70s, right? Most are hopelessly out of date. But here's a stock market book written by a security analyst, published in 1972. Surprise, you can't afford this one unless you followed its investment advice and got rich. Now, if a book's topic is something unusual, it contains information you can't find anywhere else, or just plain weird, there's a good possibility someone's looking hard to find it. And it's often because these books are out of print. There are quite a few old books with hidden value, but most old books, they're just old books. Wallflowers, though, they're out there, and they're waiting to be discovered by just the right person. Maybe it's you. And after your hunt, you can bring your finds to HPB and let one of our professional buyers take a look and reward your search. Now, there's one I was wondering about over here. Maybe, nah. So what are the most sought-after books people are looking for these days? Well, that's a topic for another video. This is the Buy Guy saying, see ya.
If you've got a question for the HPB Buy Guy, email buyguy@hpb.com.